Hello everyone, welcome to the Mercury Virtual. Hope you are doing good. Today I am going to continue with your same module, that is employability and the professional development. And in the last class we have discussed we have studied some topics of the employability skills, that is the attitude and the attribute. Now I am going to continue with the same module, that is employability skills and the employability and the professional development. So let's start with the previous class session. Let's start with the previous class scenario or previous class topic. That is what we have covered in the last class. So let's start with the previous class session. So let's start with the previous class. So in the first class, last class, we have started with the developing employability skills, attitude, and the attribute. That is, what are the various employability skills? What are the attribute and the attribute that is developed with the employability skill? So that is a developing employability skills, attitude and the attributes. That is how to develop the employability skills, attitude and the attribute. What are the various methods to develop the employability skills? Now first is that through the academic study. That is how to develop the skills through the academic study. That is the first part. That is how to develop the skills through the academic study. That is the first scenario that is used. So it is important to plan out the development of the employability skills early in your course and understand the meaning that the learning process you are undertaking as a part of the degree has value in other context. A small minority of the students will be undertaking the values, will be undertaking the content that will be used to learn, but with the changes to currently pure the content, currently use the content that the majority of the students come to university to enhance their career and the job prospect. So whatever the we can say the university content, whatever the changes that is used to resign for the majority of the student that is come to the university. And the learning process hold many opportunities to enhance your skills, and your tutors that makes explicit and the clear links to the employability skills in the learning outcome. That is reflected or that is used to construct a PDP. That is a personal development plan that is used to review or reflect and review your progress. That is an important part of developing your employability. That is the next part, that is employability skill. That is essential part of developing your employability. So during your studies, you will have opportunity to enhance your employability skills such as writing, assignments, report and dissertations, taking part in the presentations, discussing and debating and undertaking the live brief. So these are the various topics that is developed, that is used with the academic study that we have studied. That is how to develop the employability skills with the use of the academic study. Next is through the work experience. That is the next part. That is through the work experience. That is also undertaking, or that is also one of the experience, that is undertaking a placement or the internship or securing a part-time job. So that is through the work experience. So one is developing the employability skills through the academic study. One is developing the employability skills through the work experience. That is also essential for you to develop your skills, and you can check out a potential study. PDP is a personal development plan. That is how to develop your personal ideas, personal skills. That is a PDP. That is a personal development plan. So planning out what are the various personal skills that you have, and how will you brush up that personal skill. That is a PDP. That is a personal development plan. So it is essential to develop your skills, and you can also check out a potential industry that you are interested in. And you should also consider the skills that you are interested in developing a further, and then choose a appropriate context from which to gain that experience. So work experience is one of the important element by which we can develop our employability skills, because unless and until you are not working, or you are working somewhere, so that is the work experience that you are gaining, that is the work experience that is shared. So work experience is really important. Even if you are employed in a shop or working in a bar, there are transferable that you can, such as the customer service, communication skills, numeracy, time management, flexibility, etc. So these are the various we can say the customer service, communication skills, numeracy, time management facility, that is a part of the transferable skills. That is a through the work experience. So this is the developing the employability skills, or developing the employability content that is available. That is through the academic study. That is through the work experience. Now next is through the we can say in our studies, or we can say in our profile that we are using, we can use the PDP, one of the content, one of the we can say the criteria, that is a PDP, that is a personal development plan, not the whole personal development plan, because we are going for some industry, that is a employability skill, that is the next part. So PDP is one of the content that is developing the personal skills. One is the work experience, that is a different part. So there are multiple criteria, we can say there are multiple content, there are multiple points that is taken out while developing the employability skills. So one of the content is, or one of the criteria is the PDP, that is a personal development plan. So work experience is really important. Even if you are employed in a shop or working in a bar, there are transferable skills that you can draw upon, such as the customer service, communication skills, numeracy, time management, flexibility, etc. So these are the various transferable skills that is available with the work experience. Now, through the extracurricular activities, that is the next part. Uh, that is the next content. So next is through the extracurricular activity that we study, that is developing the employability skills through the extracurricular activity, that is the next part. So during the application process, it is important that you can articulate all the skills that you have gained and not just those from work or the study. That is the next part, that is through the extracurricular activities. And you may be also be involved in a student society or a club, or held a position of responsibility within the university, such as the student representative or the student ambassador. So you can also work as a student ambassador, you can also work as a student representative. That is the next part, that is the next activity that is taken as a extracurricular activities. And many students requires a range of marketable interest or marketable skill that is used for voluntary the work. So it is important to record these evidences, or this evidence of voluntary work that is used, that is work as a increasingly cited as a being important to the employees. And you can have a fun, help others, make friends for life, and get the greater experience by becoming a volunteer during your time at the University of the Bolton. That is, you can act as a leader or act as a mentor, that you can also help the others. So that is also through the extracurricular activities. And believe me, these are the various important activities that is available, that is develop your personal skills, that is used to develop your employability skills, that is through the extracurricular activity. So the university has a long tradition of working with the local voluntary groups and the charities, and the Bolton University students are known throughout the area for their commitment and the enthusiasm. And there is a wide range of different opportunities, from sports to community or environmental volunteering. And the University of the Bolton volunteers have been involved in initiatives from anti-bullying projects in primary subjects or primary schools, to painting a center for the homeless, to beach the cleaning at the Fleetlet. So there are multiple opportunities that is available, that is occupied, or that is used from the sports to the community or the environmental volunteering. And you can also volunteer on an ad hoc basis, or get involved in a longer time projects. It up to you. So it's up to you. You can get the project, you can get involved in the longer projects. And university has a dedicated voluntary coordinator that helps match students with opportunities and provide support and the training. That is the next part, that is the next opportunity that is available with the student. Now, this is developing the employability skills and the professional, we can say, how to develop the employability skills. Next is understanding and articulating the employability skills. So once the skills have been developed, now how to, or what are the various content, that is how to understand and articulate the employability skills. That is the attribute and the or attitude and the attribute, that is done with the attitude and the attribute. I'm so sorry for the delay. There are some issues with the technical issues, because day after tomorrow you are not having the class due to some occasion in the India, that is a Gandhi Jayanti, that is 2nd October. So let's start with the session. So remember, day after tomorrow, that is on Friday, there will be no class. Direct class will be on Monday, but tomorrow there will be a class, that is on Thursday, right? So let's start again with the session. We are on the understanding and articulating the employability and the skills and the attitude and the attribute. That is, what are the various understanding, or how to understand the employability skills, what are the various attitude and the attribute that is available in understanding the employability skills. So it is important for the student to become self-aware and recognize their skills. They also need to develop the confidence to manage their skills, or to market their skills and effectively when the time comes to apply for the job. So when the time comes to apply for the job, so it is important to recognize the jobs. It is important to recognize the jobs. Okay, tomorrow Nigeria is celebrating the Independence Day. So congrats for Independence Day. Happy Independence Day. Good. Uh, So are you coming to the class tomorrow? Hello, are you coming to the class tomorrow if there is an Independence Day in the Nigeria tomorrow? Okay, so it's okay. There will be a recorded lectures. You can download the lectures. No issues. I will take the class, but not for the whole 2 hours. Only 1 hour class. It's okay. All right. So understanding and articulating the employability skills, attitude and the attribute that is available. So that is a starting point that is used in applying the employability or employment opportunity that is used for the comprehensive personal and employability skill profile. So whatever the skill profile, whatever the content that is available, that is used for the employability skill, that is used for the employability development. Now, it is important to realize what are the various skills, what are the various content that is available, that is the personal experience that is available with the employability skills, and the content of the different degrees and the discipline that will create the different or diverse skills profiles. Completing the introduction to employability skills at the back of this handout is an opportunity to highlight the skills gap and to identify the areas for the further development. So there will be an area for the further development also, and the career advisor or the personal tutor will be able to help them. So it is important to identify the gaps, where the gap that is available for the employability skills. Now this is the table that shows where various description, that is various skills and various example of the skills and the example evidences. So these are the various employability skills that is available in the employability development. So first is the description, that is a communication and the literacy. Now what are the various skills? So it contains a set of skills that allows an individual to convey information so that it is received and understood. That is, there are multiple skills. So these contains a set of the skills that allows an individual, that allows an content individual to convey the information so that it is received and understood, so that it is received and it is understood by the people. Now what are the various examples that is available in the examples? So presenting the information in an various format, that is present the information in a various format that is available. Motivating and demotivating the factor that is used for the employability. So let's start the session again. So these are the various communication, these are the various skills that is available for the communication and the literacy, and that contains the set of skills that allows an individual to convey the information so that it is received and understood. Now what are the various example? That is presenting the information in various formats, motivating and encouraging the others, questioning and ability to relate to a wide range of people, ability to articulate, listening. So these are the various example, and giving and accepting the criticism, persuading and negotiating, that is the next example, using the appropriate body language, then ability to construct coherent arguments and articulate ideas clearly to a range of the different audiences. So what are the various audiences that is used? That is a range of the various, what are the various range of the audiences that is used? That is a part of the example, that is a part of the communication and the literacy. What are the various example evidences? That is a presentation of the workflow and the seminar groups, discussion and the debates, presentation of the research that is used for the development of the capabilities, then understanding a peer mentoring role, that is understanding a peer mentoring role, that is also one of the example to understand the skill or set of the skills that is used for the that allows an individual to come for the employability. Then becoming a student ambassador, that is becoming a student ambassador, that is used for the employability skills. Then involvement in the extracurricular activities such as societies, university radio, student newspaper, etc. That is what are the various extracurricular activities that is available, such as the societies and such as the university radio, student newspaper, etc. Then becoming a volunteer, that is becoming a volunteer, that is also one of the example. Then work experience with people and the customer, that is how to develop the work experience or how to use the work experience with the people and the customer. Then writing the essays, reports and the dissertations, that is also one of the part, that is one of the example evidence that is also used for developing the communication and the literacy. Then writing and delivering the PowerPoint, that is use the PowerPoint presentation to deliver the literacy and the communication channels. Then writing the essays, reports and dissertations. Then writing the article for the student newspaper. Also write the article for the student newspaper, that is will publish in the newspaper, that is writing the article for the student newspaper. Then presenting an university radio, then acting as a student representative, then showing the round prospective student and a parent in a role that is also used for the open day presentation. Now next is, or the next skill is the team working. Now the process of interacting and working collaborative with a group of people to in order to achieve a goal. That is the team working. That is how people work together, or how people interact with each other and work with each other. That is work with in a collaborative with a group of people in order to achieve a goal. That is a team working. That is how to work in a goal, or how to work in a different goal. That is the next we can say the content that is used. So the process of interacting and working collaboratively with a group of people in order to achieve a goal, that is a team working. What are the various examples? First is contributing the ideas, that is contribute the ideas, that is one of the example. Then working with the confidence, that is the next part. Then taking a share of responsibility, that is share the responsibility among the individual. Then being assertive, showing leadership, that is the next part. Then supporting the others, that supports the other, that is also the one of the example that is used for the team working. Then there will be a flexibility, analysis of a problem or the task, developing a rapport with the others, then respecting the others, mediating between the others, developing and maintaining the network, that is develop and maintain the network, that is also used. Then understanding own role within a team, that is understanding the role within a team. Then understanding the different cultural background, that is what are the various cultural background, that is also used for the developing the team role. Now what are the various examples, what are the various, we can say the set of the example that is also used. That is the group work activities as a part of the degree subject. Then getting involved in the volunteering projects or the community activities. Then taking part in the university committees, that is also one of the part, that is taking part in the university committee, that is also used as a work experience, that is also used as a part of the work experience, that is a part of the development study. Then getting involved in the volunteering project or the community activity. Then what are the various co-curricular activity that is also available for the employability skills. Then the outdoor team pursuit, then the Duke of Edinburgh Award scheme, then the work experience, that is the next part, that is negotiating with the others, motivating and supporting other team members, resolving disputes. So what are the various example evidences that is also used for the teamwork. So that is also used as a, we can say the skill that is used as a process of interacting and working collaboratively with a group of people in order to achieve a goal. That is the next part. The next is, or the next we can say next tool, next skill is personal impact and the confidence. That is the next part, that is the next tool, or we can say the next skill that is also used, that is a personal confidence or personal impact and the confidence. That is the next part. So next is the personal impact and the confidence. That is the next part. That is how to gain the personal impact and what are the various confidences, or how to gain the confidences. That is the personal impact and the confidence. So that is a skill, that is an attitude that allows which allows a positive and the realistic perception of the ourself and our ability. That is how to allow the positive and the realistic perception of the ourself and our ability. That is the next attitude. That is a positive and the realistic perception of the ability and the ourself. That is the self confidence and the personal impact. So one of the example is the ability to accurately assess own capability. That is how to accurately assess own capability. That is one of the example that also shows the personal impact and the confidence. Then displaying a sense of the control. That is displaying the sense of the control. That is also used for the content development. That is also used for the content development. That is used for the content. Suresh Gowla. So that is also displaying a sense of the control. Then the next example is a positive attitude to the work. That is, there will show a positive attitude that also impact the confidence. Then expression of the views, that is the next part, that is also express the views, that is expression of the views. Then ability to seek the advice and the support, that is what are the various advice and the support, that is also undertaken for the ability to seek the advice and the support. So these are the various positive attitude to the work. These are the various example that is that impact on the personal impact and the confidence. And then these are the ability, or these are the various example that shows that what are the various ability to seek the guidance and the advice and the support. That is also one of the part of the capability that is used as a capability module, that is used as a capability content. and then ability to seek the advice and the support, then ability to establish the boundaries, and then taking the responsibility for own learning and the reflective practice. That is the next part. That is one of the example that impact the personal or that impact the personal confidence, and that is also one of the part of the personal confidence. Then the next is the awareness of the growth, progress, and the achievement. That is achievement of the or that is the awareness of the growth, progress, and the achievement. That is the personal impact and the confidence. Then acting as a role model, then displaying the innovation, that is display as the innovation, that is also a part of the role model, that is also a part of the confidence, that is also a use of the confidence among the role models. Then what are the various examples of the we can say what are the various example that is used. That is example evidence, that is how to achieve the personal impact and the confidence. That is attend a workshop to develop the self-esteem and the confidence. That is one of the example. That is one of the way to set out the example, that is the attending a workshop or attend a workshop to develop the self-esteem and the confidence. Then managing a group task or the work project, that is how to one of the impact is that is managing the group task or the work project. Then signing up as a peer mentor, then being engaged as a student ambassador, that is also one of the example that is used, that is work as a student ambassador. Then having a clear development plan and understanding some voluntary work. Now the next skill is the organization and the time management. So that is one of the tasks, that is working in a methodological manner, that is working in a we can say the customized manner, organized manner, and there will be a time management, that is proper managing the time, that is using the time management, carrying out the task effectively for either yourself or for your team, that is the organization and the time management. So these are the various examples, that is setting the clear, achievable, and the measurable goals, then reviewing the progress, then assigning the priorities, that is assigning the priorities among the organization and the time management, then working to the deadlines, then incorporating the time. This is the next example, that is how to incorporate the time, that is the time management. Then the management techniques, that is what are the various management technique, or we can say the incorporating the time management technique, that is used as a organization and the time management behavior. Then developing the progress or developing the skills, that is used as a time management, or developing the processes, that is also used as a time management. The next is maintaining the documentation and the record keeping. The next is attention to the detail. So that is working in a methodological manner, prioritizing the jobs and using the time management, that is one of the tasks. And these are the various achievement example that we can achieve by this. So that is reviewing the progress, working to the deadlines, incorporating the time management techniques, developing processes and the procedures, then maintaining the documentation and the record keeping, that is also the next part. So these are the various example by which we can manage our time, that is the time management. Then attention to the details. Then next is the various example evidences, that is how to run example, that is running a home, managing bill and the budget. So this is one of the example, that is how do you run the home, that is what are the various expenditures, what are the various incomes that you gain, managing the bills and the budget. That is one of the important part, that is one of the important part for managing or organizing the content, that is organizing and the bill management. Then balancing the academic demands with the extracurricular activities. Suppose a person is or a student is going for a school, he is studying also for the exams, he is also involving with the co-curricular activities, that is the extracurricular activities, that is balancing both the academic studies as well as the extracurricular activities, that is the time management, or we can say the organizing the content. Then compiling a study plan, that is the next part, that is compile a study plan. Then producing a timeline or the Gantt chart. So these are the various charts that is available, that is used for a specific task or the work-based project, that is done, that is also used for the Gantt chart, or that is also used as a timeline or the Gantt chart for a specific task or the work-based project. That is preparing a Gantt chart or the part chart, that is a project evaluation review technique chart or the Gantt chart. So these are the various examples that is used. Next is application of numeracy, that is the next part. So have a confidence and competence with the numbers and the measures, that is used to think and express oneself effectively in a quantitative manner. That is what are the various expressions, what are the various we can say the numbers and the measure that is used to think and express oneself effectively in the quantitative terms. That is the next part, that is application of the numeracy. Now what are the various examples, that is carry out the accurate number, calculation, forecast, estimate. So these are the various tasks that is used to carry out the accurate number, calculations, forecast, and the estimates that is used. The next example is use the percentage ratio and the formula, that is use the percentage ratio and the formula content. Then ability to interpret and analyze the figures and the statistical information, that is ability to interpret and analyze the figures. What are the various figures, what are the various we can say the statistical information that is used to generate the ideas. Then presenting the numerical information logically to the others, that is presenting the logical information that is gained or that is used for the logical information that is used for the logical content. Then managing a budget, that is the next part, that is how to manage a budget, that is also the example, that is how to apply for the numeracy, that is what are the various applications of numeracy. Then what are the various example evidence, that is first is important one, that is devising or we can say developing a spreadsheet, that is developing a Excel sheet to manage personal information or personal income and the expenditure, that is what are the various personal income, what are the various income that is generated, what are the various expenditure that is going on. So developing or designing a spreadsheet, that is Excel sheet to manage the personal information or the personal income and the expenditure. Then work experience in a job that involves the use of the numbers, that is example invoices, bookkeeping or the account software. So at the end of the financial year, every company has to prepare the balance sheet, profit and loss account, trading account. So these are the account that is used for the bookkeeping or the account software. Then the treasures of the committee, that is the next part, that is also one of the application of the numeracy. Then work experience involving handling cash, balancing till receipt. So that is a work experience that also involve the how to handle the cash. What are the various we can say the cash balancing that is used, that is balancing till receipt. Then presenting, analyzing statistical and numerical information in the essays and the report, that is analyzing the statistical information, numerical information that is available, that is representing in the essays and the reports. Then reading the financial press, that is the next part, that is reading the financial press. Now next is the problem solving, that is also one of the important skill, that is how to solve the problem. So process by which an individual or the team works through the detail of a problem, that is process by which an individual or the team works through the details of a problem, that is what are the various details of a problem, that is work by the individual or a team utilizing their creativity, available resources, reasoning and past experiences in order to reach a solution. That is what is the process that is followed that allows an individual or the team that works through the detail of the problem, utilizing their creativity, available resources, reasoning and past experiences in order to reach a solution, that is a problem solving. Now what are the various examples, that is ability to identify and analyze a situation, that is there are multiple abilities, there are various content that is used to identify and analyze a situation. So that is the ability to analyze or ability to identify and analyze a situations. The next is ability to deal with and implement the changes, that is how to deal and implement the changes, that is also one of the part that works for the team, that is through the detailed explanation of the problem. The use of the initiative and the logical reasoning, that is the use of the initiative, that is take the initiative and the logical reasoning for the problem solving. Then ability to evaluate, that is the ability to evaluate means evaluate the ability, that is how to check the ability, that is the ability to evaluate. Then or ability to evaluate the information. Then ability to work as a part of the team, so there should be ability in the person to work as a team, to work as a part of the team. The next is the decision making, that is take the decision, that is a decision making task. Then planning, implementing and delegating the task, that is plan the task, implement the task and delegate means follow up the task, that is the planning, implementing and delegating the task. The next is the resolving the conflict, then negotiation, then setting the goal. So these are the various examples that is used for the problem solving. Now what are the various example evidences that is used? So it is putting together an argument for the class debate. So putting together all the argument for the class debate, for the class discussion, that is putting together an argument, that is clubbed up all the argument that is taken for the class debate. Then dealing with an awkward customer or the situation when working in a part-time job, that deal with the awkward customer or how to deal with the awkward customer that is available or or we can say that come to your shop or a situation when you are working in a part-time job. And one of the important example of problem solving is thinking of the ways to revitalize a club or the society, that is what are the various ways to revitalize a club or the society. Then analyzing the system and the processing in a part-time job, considering how things could change to make the improvement, that is analyze the system and the processes and identify how the changes are carried out in a job environment, how changes are carried out in a part-time jobs, and considering the things that could manage the improvement. Then negotiating with staff in part-time jobs in relation to the staff rotas. That is, what are the various or how to negotiate with the staff in the part-time jobs. Next is the flexibility and the adaptability. That is how to or what are the various skills to manage the flexibility and the adaptability. So the ability to be adaptable and responsive to change in any given situation or work experience. That is ability to be adaptable and responsive to change in any given condition that is undertaken, that is taken out in an environment, that is taken out in an easy environment, that is taken out in a given situation or the work environment, or in response to the needs, wishes or demands of the others. That is the flexibility and the adaptability. That is, you should be flexible and adaptable to the new conditions, to the new scenarios. Now what are the various examples? That is, manage the multiple assignments and the task. So you take the multiple assignments. Suppose I'm teaching you as well as I'm teaching the other student. That is managing the multiple assignments and the task. Then adapt to the changing condition. That is how to adapt to the changing condition. What are the various changing conditions that is carried out, and the work assignments. Then working independently or as a part of the team. So work as an independent or work as a team, that is up to you. That is either work as an independent or either work as a part of the team. The next is setting the parameters for the flexibility and the adaptability. That is setting the parameter. What are the various parameters that is taken out for the adaptability and the carried out, or for the adaptability or the reasonability or the flexibility. Now what are the various example evidence? That working overtime or covering. So if you work overtime, then it is easy to adapt to the working condition, is easy to adapt to the working scenario. That is adaptability and the flexibility. Then moving from home to the university or the working abroad. So you can also move from the home to the university or working the abroad. That is also on the next part. Then agreeing to learn new ways of working by undertaking the specific learning. That is agree to learn what are the various new ways of learning by undertaking the specific training. That is the next part. Then becoming an integral part of company during the work experience. This is also one of the example. That is how to become an integral part of the company during the work experience. That is also forming the working relationships. Accommodating different set of the expectations, or working or living with people of different ages, culture. That is what are the various peoples, what are the various people that is of the different ages and the culture. That is working or living with the people of the different ages or the culture. Now next is the action planning. That is the next part. That is what are the various action plans that should be taken for the career development, for the employability skills. This topic I am going to take in the next class. So that's all for today's session. Thank you so much everyone for listening me. In the tomorrow's class I am taking the next topic, that is action planning. So thanks a lot everyone. Bye bye.